We often chase the things we want the most without the wisdom to manage them. God told Solomon, "You can ask for anything you want." Solomon could have asked for wealth, power, fame, victory over his enemies, or a long life. He could have asked for the things most people are chasing today. But Solomon did not ask for riches, he asked God for wisdom. And because Solomon asked for wisdom, God also gave him what he did not ask for: riches, honor, and greatness. Solomon became the wisest man in the world and the wealthiest man in the world, and one of the most powerful kings. That story teaches us something powerful. Sometimes the fastest way to get money is not to chase money directly. Sometimes the fastest way to get money is to become wise enough to handle, attract, multiply, and keep it. Because money without wisdom can disappear. But when you have wisdom, money has direction. One of the things that always get mixed up is the difference between wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge gives you information. Wisdom gives that information direction. That sounds simple, but it is one of the biggest differences in life. Knowledge is knowing what to do. Wisdom is knowing how to apply what you know when pressure, emotions, temptations, and fear are all involved. Because most people do not fail because they have no information. They fail because they do not apply the information at the right time, in the right way, with the right mindset. We live in a world where knowledge is everywhere. You can learn how to start a business, invest, trade, save money, build discipline, grow a brand, improve your health, and change your habits from your phone. But if the information alone was enough, everybody with internet access would be successful. Everybody who could read a money book would be wealthy. Everybody who watched motivational videos would be disciplined. But that's not how life works. Knowing something and living by it are two different things. You can understand the importance of saving and still spend money carelessly. You can know discipline matters and still choose comfort. You can recognize that certain people are bad for your future and still let them influence your decisions. That is why knowledge alone does not change a person. Wisdom is what turns knowledge into better choices. It helps you to slow down before you make a decision that only feels good in the moment. It teaches you to look beyond what something gives you today and ask what it may cost you tomorrow. And every decision has a cost. It may cost money, time, peace, focus, relationships, opportunities, or the future you are trying to build. This is why many people think they need more money when what they really need is better judgment. Because more money does not automatically make a person more responsible. It only gives them more to manage. A careless person does not become disciplined just because their income increases. A person who spends to impress others will not suddenly become wise because there is more in the bank. If pride, greed, or emotions control small decisions, bigger opportunities can create bigger mistakes. Money does not fix foolishness. A lot of times, it exposes it. That is why wisdom has to come before wealth. Some people pray for the blessing, but they have not developed the character to carry it. They want more income without more discipline, bigger opportunities without better habits, and success without correction. But before your life can increase, you have to grow. Before you can manage more, you have to become faithful with what is already in your hand. That may not sound exciting, but it's just the truth. Everybody wants the big breakthrough. Everybody wants the opportunity that changes everything. But most transformation begins in private, through small decisions no one claps for. It begins when you stop wasting money just because you feel stressed. It begins when you turn down something that looks good but does not align with where you are going. It begins when you break the habit that keeps pulling you back into the same cycle. Those choices may look small in the moment, but they are shaping who you are becoming. And the person you become will always affect the results you produce. That is why wisdom and money are connected. Not because wisdom magically puts money in your pocket overnight, but because wisdom changes how you move. You begin to think long term. You stop chasing everything that looks exciting. You stop copying someone else's path just because it worked for them. You stop trying to look successful and start focusing on becoming more valuable. And there's a big difference between looking successful and being successful. Looking successful is about image. Being successful is about foundation. One is built for people to see, the other is built for your future to stand on. And if you are not careful, you can spend years trying to impress people who would not help you if you lost everything. That is not ambition. That is insecurity wearing expensive clothes. Wisdom helps you to see that. A wise person does not just ask, how can I make money from this? They ask better questions. Can I manage this? Is this worth the cost? Will this help me grow? Is this aligned with where I'm going? Will this bring me peace? Or will it create pressure I am not ready for? Those questions protect you from opportunities that look good on the outside but are dangerous underneath. Because not every open door is from God. Some doors are distractions, some opportunities are traps, some fast money comes with slow destruction, and some things that look like success can quietly pull you away from the person you are supposed to become. That is why wisdom teaches you to think beyond the moment. A foolish person only asks, what do I want right now? A wise person asks, where will this decision lead me? That question changes everything because your future is not only built by major decisions, it is shaped by the patterns you repeat every day, your spending habits, your discipline, your response to correction, the people you listen to, the environments you stay in, and the way you handle pressure when things do not go your way. Those patterns are building something. Either they are building your future or they are building the same life you keep saying you want to escape. This is why wisdom starts with honesty. You have to be honest about what keeps pulling you off track. Honest about the excuses you keep making. Honest about the habits you keep defending. Honest about the lessons life keeps trying to teach you. Because sometimes the same lesson keeps meeting you in different people, places, and situations until you finally learn it. And once you learn the lesson, you move differently. You no longer call everything a blessing just because it looks good. You stop letting pride make decisions for you, and you stop chasing shortcuts that require you to compromise your character. You begin to understand that what God gives you, wisdom helps you to carry. That is the real lesson from Solomon. His request was not just about receiving more, it was about becoming capable of handling more. He asked for wisdom, and because of that, the wealth had somewhere to land. Because money usually follows value, and wisdom increases your value. When you become wiser, you solve problems better, you communicate more clearly, you build stronger relationships, you recover from your mistakes faster. You make decisions with more patience and less emotions. But wisdom is not always comfortable. Sometimes it tells you to wait when your pride wants to rush. It tells you to walk away when your ego wants to prove a point. It tells you to stay quiet when your emotions want to respond. It tells you no even when everything in you wants yes. That is why wisdom requires humility. You cannot become wise while thinking you already know everything.